What's up, everybody? How you doing? Mr. Poseidon here on your Sunday night, 7 p.m. And that's Eastern Time. How's everybody doing? What's going on? And let's get it on. The fall season is on. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm super excited. I had to go fishing. They had me on doubles, this, that. Everybody's catching fish in Long Island. Everybody. Everybody is catching fish in Long Island. If you're going fishing, you're catching fish. Everywhere. Everywhere. So, I planned it all out. Asked my boss, can I get off a couple of days? He said, no, I quit. That's right. That's right. I quit. Edwin promised me a job. So I'm going tomorrow. I'm going to empty out his waste trash basket in his house. I get paid $40 an hour, but I'll only be doing that for 2 minutes, and we'll break it down from there. Other than that, I'm having a good time, guys. I'm going fishing tomorrow. I can't wait. Get out to Long Island. Montauk, I got to tell you, I never heard anything like this since I've been fishing there. These guys were catching fish yesterday. You got to get out there. I'm not going to give you a specific spot, but listen to me. Get out there. You're going to catch fish. Woo! Everybody's catching. They're catching fish on the north side. They're catching fish on the south side. I heard 40 and 50 pounders in Long Island. I saw the pictures. I'm bugging. Jersey, too, they're rocking on the beaches over there. Woo! These guys are rocking it, man. I've never heard anything like this in the time that I've been fishing. Last great season I had was 2012, and that was 10 years ago in Montauk. You know, listen, I'm not saying I haven't had great times and great fishing experiences. I have. I had the best. Hey, honey, I'm sorry. Say hello to my lovely wife, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Mrs. P, how you doing? How's everything?
Wonderful.
Great. Have I been driving you nuts?
Totally.
Let me tell you something, guys. We do every week trying to produce these lives. So what have I been saying about the fall season in Long Island right now, honey? I said another year. Look, I have to remind my wife. Listen, she's not fishing all the time. She don't know. But in Long Island, I've had a bit of a struggle. I've had to really grind it out to catch those fish. But they're rocking them right now. I'm just trying to write this over and over. What way you? Whoa.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, man. Ocean State bass fishing.
Thank you.
And then there's also, oh, man, this is, my goodness. Ocean State bass fishing. This guy's from Massachusetts. Great fisherman. He's on the grind. He's on the kayak. You got to follow him on Instagram. We'll leave a link on the bottom of the video. Check him out. Great fisherman. I have so much to say. Rhode Island and Massachusetts were packed with the big fish. Those freaking south winds came in. There were winds in their face on the north side. Those waves were onto them. And you know that striped bass follow that way. So I'm mentioning that because I know Chappie's up there in Massachusetts, Rhode Island area.
Chappie's not going to be able to make it to the Montauk Challenge.
I know. Next year. Chappie, you're always on target. You come to all the shows, everything, the exhibits. So anyway, these fish were getting blown right into these guys' laps last night. I heard fish big as 35 pounds. What are you doing? Don't let this opportunity go by. If you never fished the fall season, now is the time. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little loud, right, honey?
It's okay, I don't have my head.
Edwin, I'm sorry. I hope I haven't been blowing your ears back there. I know Edwin's in the background back there. Sorry about that.
Everybody's ears are probably like...
Yeah, so let's go back to Ocean State bass fishing. So follow this guy on Instagram. I'll tell you why. He does a lot of the newer plug builders out there. He advertises. And what do I mean by that? He puts the lure on a revolving platform, and it's so nice. And you're looking at it, and you just want to grab it and steal it. No, don't steal things. It's not good. I got beat by my father when I stole those peppermint lifesavers. When I said, can I get those? And he said no, and I put them in my pocket. And when I walked, I said, Dad, look what I got. I never felt a whipping hand come over so hard. Blue. And then when I came to, I saw about 100 lifesavers all over the place. He made me pick them up, brought me in with my ear, how to return them. I never stole anything since, except that one bucktail. Listen, let's keep going on this. So, Ocean State Bass Fishing, thank you so much for doing that. I know those things take time, brother. I know they take time because I do a lot of reviews and posts on Instagram, and they take time. So let me continue now on the Montauk Striper Challenge 2022. Before we get to Edwin Rivera, he's going to be our guest tonight. Dynamite guy. Got to hear about the weak fish he caught, bro. A weak fish. We're talking about 45-pound weak fish. You ever hear of that? No, and it's not going to happen. It's not that big, but it's pretty big. So we're going to talk about the Montauk Striper Challenge 2022. It's happening in basically less than 2 weeks. It's going to be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We have over 50 contestants entered into the competition. It's official. First prize right now is up to $1,850. That's right. You heard right, and it's going to go up. It's probably going to top off at around $2,000. That's my guess. But I'm going to tell you right now, there's only 70 seats available. Get in there quick. I'm telling you, there's about 14 seats left, all right? So get in there quick and get in because you're going to regret it. I can't take cash when you come down there. Here's the money. No. You have to have the... Hey, honey, can you grab that Rapala ruler? So I'm going to show you guys something. Everybody that's going to join, right? This was the big news here tonight. So right here, this Rapala ruler, you see it? Let me put it under the overhead here so you guys get this clear picture. So here's the overhead. These prizes are going to be tonight's giveaway at the end of the show. Yeah, we'll talk about that later. The 60-inch Rapala ruler, it's retractable. This is a beautiful ruler. See this button on the side? You push it, it retracts, pull it, leave it, and it stays. And it's big and it's non-reflective. You're going to be using this for the competition, guys. So everybody gets these. So I only have a limited 70 of these. So if somebody wants to join, no, you can't. Because if you don't have one of these Rapala rulers, you're not doing it unless you show up with a Rapala ruler just like this, just like this, just like it. Then I might let you join. But other than that, no, you're not joining. Okay, 70 amount is the seats. Good luck to everybody. It's running out. My wife will leave a link on the bottom also. That is Eventbrite, Eventbrite.com. Go there, punch in Mr. Poseidon, and you'll get all the rules and regulations, and you also register there. Guys, this is official. This is really good. The more people that joined, this prize got up to what it is. And let me tell you something. Yeah. Everybody also gets what's called the golden ticket. We are waiting to hear what restaurant we're having it at. It's going to be great. Everybody's going to get a drink and an appetizer, good food, okay? And we're going to give out the prizes that night, which is up there I had before I was showing up the full camera view. The VS, that's the Van Stool 250 X Series 2. That's right. That's the brand new reel. That's right. That's one of the prizes that's going to be given away. Gelso Pasquarelli, last year's winner, has got a brand new ODM rod that he wrapped himself, and he is the wrap master. You will meet him there. You will want to know him. The wraps that he does are remarkable. I'm not just saying that, guys. I only talk about products that I feel fit for us because we are surf fishermen. We freaking knock the heck out of our equipment. Let's not get into that subject. That's another subject. But again, going back to the Montauk Challenge, it's 3 days. It's $40 a head, guys. Come on, let's go. Cough it up. 15 seats open. That's it. 14 seats, sorry. So good luck to you. It's going to be great. We're staying at the Montauk Manor. I think they might be sold out. I don't know if anybody's canceled out or anything. But if you want to stay, check it out. We'll be staying there. Right, honey?
Yeah.
How's the Montauk Manor? You've stayed there. Tell them.
I know people were saying it's already sold out.
Yeah, it's sold out. It is. But get other places around there if you can. It's not a problem. We're only minutes away from each other. And we'll find out where the party's going to be for Saturday night. Exactly. And you go there and you're all set. You got the golden ticket. You're in for all these raffles, all these prizes. We got also Ed Point. We got his Beachcomber bag. It comes with a little, it's a 2-2 bag. Beautiful stuff. I got Turtle Cove Tackle. Made a donation of a plier holder. That's the carbon fiber plier holder. Also, he gave us a clip, a belt clip that goes with that. But here's the good thing. I went and purchased 2 of his knife sets. Two. They're gorgeous, guys. You put them on the side. It's got a blunt head. These things are sharp as a razor. They lock into place. It's a beautiful knife. I'm going to be giving away both of those over there also. I mean, I got some good stuff going on. There's some other things I'm not going to mention right now. We like to do it nice and slow. Edwin Rivera knows. But remember, everybody will be getting one of these Rapala rules. So here's the news. Before we get to Edwin, here's the news. So the first 40 people that joined, that's the first 40 people that joined, are getting the bonus box, which includes lures from Larson Lures, excellent plug maker from Massachusetts. The guys that I'm setting you up with, guys, are excellent. Now, look, everybody now might get a Larson Lure. Everybody might get a Zinger Baits. Zinger Baits, the plastics. That guy's awesome. His plastics are tough. They last. That's why I love them. Go ahead, buy those $2 baits in the stores. $2 each, those plastics. After one toss, just one hard toss, it's going to rip. You don't even need a fish to hit it. That's how bad those things are. But Zinger Baits, bro, I'm telling you, trust me. Check them out on Instagram. We'll also leave a link on the bottom, honey. Is that okay?
Sure.
Great. So we're going to leave a link on the bottom of Zinger Baits. Tough lures. Also, you got 401 plugs. Guys, it's beautiful wooden plugs, just like Larson Lures. Beautiful wooden plugs, man. These guys are excellent. These guys are new and upcoming. Get their stuff now. They're making it themselves before it goes to China. Trust me. Okay. We also got Vinny's Customs. Vinny's Customs up in Rhode Island. Wait till you see his. I love his packaging. Vinny, I love your packaging. Beautiful stuff. Great lures. You'll have a lure in there. Vinny's Customs in there. Also, we're going to do, who else do we got? We got RD Customs. I got half his lures delivered to me. I got more lures coming from RD Customs, more lures coming from 401s, more lures coming from Larson's, and let's not forget, Mug 'em Up Bucktails. He's got me. He's sent me the lures. I should be receiving those any day. They'll be going inside the boxes. It'll be a mixture, guys. Not everybody's going to get everything. And I will have other special little prizes inside there. I promise you. This will be the greatest bonus box you ever got for $40 in your life. Everybody is getting one. Not the first 40. Everybody is getting one. Honey, can you tell them, please, so they know?
Everybody will be getting one.
Everybody is getting a bonus box. Every single person in the world. Okay, stop.
Oh, my God.
Stop. Let me stop now.
Ears.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Everybody is getting a bonus box. I want you guys to be happy. Mr. Poseidon and Mrs. Poseidon never had kids, all right? So now I started this YouTube thing, and it wasn't supposed to grow, you know, for you guys. I thought it was going to be like that. I had one camera, so the show kept coming. It went from 2 people, my wife and my mother, right? My brother joined in for a little while till we had a fight. Anyway, it was just growing and growing, so I got more cameras. You could see all the different views I got. Hey, you doing, everybody? Yeah? You see my wife there, subscribe, Mr. Poseidon's. What else we got? We got the overhead view. And we got the, where's the stupid studio? There it is. And we got the full-fledged studio. And we got us. Us, look, me. Hey, how you doing? And there's my wife. How you doing, honey? Okay, my wife doesn't want to get on camera too much. I'm so tired. No, so tonight I don't have to work. I'm off the next 2 nights. Plus my regular days. I don't have to go back till Friday. I will be fishing all week. I'm going fishing. I can't wait. Tomorrow. Anyhow. Find me. I'll be in Long Island. If you find me, I'll give you a free freaking bucktail. No, I'm not. No, don't find me. Okay.
John Francisco, and he's like, where is Edwin?
Where's Edwin? He's right there. Here he comes right now, Johnny.
Yeah.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
So you could see.
Let's have a nice warm welcome for Edwin Rivera. Eddie Bucktails. What's up, my brother? We're here now. Woo! Oh, no, not that one. There we go. A little laugh and everything good. It's a beautiful thing. Eddie!
Here we go.
Sound check, sound check.
Here we go. Sound check, Eddie. Eddie. Okay, that's enough, Eric. Guys, good to see everybody. Yep, perfect, Eddie. We hear you just right. How you doing, Eddie?
Doing great. I'm doing great. Thank you for having me on the show again. I appreciate it.
Of course, of course. Everybody's fighting here, especially the guys who have been on regularly. They're trying to keep that Saturday Night Live, you know, the leading guy who's like can come on and say, I've been on the Poseidon show 14 times, and it's only been on the air for 15 weeks. Who gave us a $10 thing up there, honey? We missed that. Get that up there.
Thank you, Rick.
Rick Hernandez. So I'm going to show you guys a little something before we get back to Eddie Bucktails. See this thing right here?
What thing?
I got to show him that right here.
Oh.
I'm going to put it up. There's a fish here and a cowboy on it, and he's riding it.
Oh, yeah.
He gave that to me as a gift.
right.
Let's not talk too much to Rick Hernandez. I know Rick is not in the best of moods, and I'll tell you why. We're both huge football fans. Unfortunately, Rick Hernandez today is a Miami fan. Rick, I'm sorry, Rick. I'm sorry about your quarterback situation and your problems, but we won, Rick. I'm glad I'm not in front of you saying that. But anyway, Rick, I'm sorry that you lost, but I'm glad you're back on the show. Let's say hello to some people here. And starting with Edwin Rivera, let's get back to you.
Yeah, I just want to say that everyone could say they've been on the show more than me, but I was the first ever in-studio guest.
That's right, buddy.
So
you were.
No one could take that away from me.
That's right, Ed. You were. What do you need, honey? Tell me. Okay, there you go. Yeah, that's right, Ed. You are 100% right about that. No doubt. Yeah, he was. He was my first studio, and he was my first in-studio guest. Remember, we had pizza, and then after that, we said, no more pizza, no more chicken wings for anybody that comes over. No, I'm kidding.
So silly.
I'm kidding. Jason Palmatier, what's up, buddy? Danny DeMorales, Carl Newman, a lot of great people. Rick Hernandez, Lauren Munnett, what's up, Lauren? John Francisconi,
Danny
King of the Hudson.
Morales is saying, Edwin, I can't take seriously. He makes me laugh about everyday life.
Every day.
Danny D. Morales says that.
Yeah, there you go. So let's get over to
what were you
Edwin.
gonna say, Edwin?
Sorry, Edwin. Go ahead.
No, just saying thank you for that. I appreciate it. I've been sending out some really funny memes lately on Instagram and YouTube. I mean, and Facebook, Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah, some of those memes are hilarious.
Some of which ones?
Those memes, those funny pictures with the funny.
Oh, is that what it is?
He's talking about.
Let me take a sip of my pineapple so I can understand this just a little bit better. Edwin, don't laugh because you started me on all this tonight, if you know what I mean. I think Edwin's the only one who understands that. Yes, sir, he does. How you doing, buddy? All right, so Edwin, let's start talking about some fishing right now. I know you are a fisherman. Now, look, guys, I know Edwin a while, and why I really like Edwin, he goes through Facebook like we drink water, and he listens to all these guys, these fishermen, especially guys in Long Island. So when I speak to him, I get a full report. He's like, you want to catch fish right now? You got to go to your backyard, fill your pool with water, stick a couple of goldfish in there, and you get fishing. I go, right, Edwin. Edwin's the man, you know? But Edwin studies these guys real good. He uses their techniques, and he also likes to incorporate himself in there and experiment a lot. I know how he explains to me or tells me the story. Tell everybody, Edwin, I want to know about this right now. What's up with that weak fish, buddy? What happened?
Well, I went out a couple of weeks ago, and I actually haven't been fishing like during the hotter months, like in July and August. I wasn't really fishing a lot.
Sure.
You know, gas prices were crazy. I was working a lot.
Right.
I didn't really have a lot of time to go fishing. You know, I went out a couple of fluke trips. I took my nephew fishing.
Sure.
I always take him fishing every year, and you know, so I was really like just chilling in the summertime. But then, you know, as things started to cool off, I started to get itchy. So I decided to go out in the middle of the week because my days off are on the middle of the week. And so when I was picking my spots, I had two choices. One was a long walk, one was a short walk. So I picked the location that was the short walk. I was feeling a little lazy. And also in this particular spot I went to, there's about, I want to say about 5 or 6 other spots that I can go to that are in real close proximity if this spot wasn't productive. But luckily it was. So I was fishing in the, actually if you follow him on Instagram or Facebook, the Urban Angler.
Yes.
He actually spoke about this and mentioned me. So I was going to this one particular spot in the Great South Bay where there's a permanent piece of structure. So no matter what happens, storm or anything like that, you can count on this spot because there's something always there. And I pretty much walk down, and as I'm walking down to the spot, all I hear is slapping, just constant slapping, 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 water boiling. Not like a blitz, but like every now and again you see, fish boiling, chasing and chasing. So I had on in this particular spot, I'm particularly successful with these tsunami swim shads. These are the 5-inch swim shads, and so I had this on because I know it produced for me. Especially, this is my number one lure this year, by the way.
Yeah,
I've caught more fish on this lure this year than any other fish, any other lure.
Wow.
And
Who
so
makes that one?
I threw
Please,
it.
please let us know who makes that.
This is tsunami. They're swim shads, and this is the 5-inch one.
So basically, I have the
5-inch.
same one, but in white. Let me see something.
Right,
Okay.
like this.
Yeah. Hold on.
He's got it right there.
Like this. No, this is a Stormer.
Yeah.
This is
Oh, okay. No, I have a
This
tsunami.
is Stormer.
Yeah.
This is a different
Okay.
brand, but I have it for a reason. But yeah, this is the 5-inch one. They market it as 3/4, but when you measure it with the plastic, it's like an ounce, 1.2 ounces. So
Done
yeah, so I
already.
had this on,
Oh.
and on my first cast, I hooked up immediately, but I lost it. And like, as soon as that happened, memory kicked in, and I remember I was at the same spot last year, and there were weak fish around, right? So I have my drag set for like bluefish and striped bass, and I usually keep my drag super duper tight. So I casted it out and I broke off. And so immediately when that happened, I'm like, oh, there might be weak fish around. So I loosened up my drag significantly and I cast again, hooked up again, and I was able to fight the fish and get it in. And from that point on, I was catching weak fish after weak fish after weak fish throughout this whole. Oh, and I forgot to mention the tide. So it's the Great South Bay, and this is in the middle of September, right? The water temperature is still extremely warm. So and also, so I wanted to fish the incoming, but not just because of the water temperature. Because if you ever fish the Great South Bay, you know that there's a ton of weeds.
Oh, I like that word, please.
It's okay.
There's a ton of weeds that come out every tide during the months of June throughout September and the middle of October. If you fish the outgoing tide
Uh-huh.
in the Great South Bay, you're not going to be able to produce anything because there's so many weeds. So I chose the incoming tide for that reason, and because of the water temperature. The water temperature was still around 70 degrees, so I knew the cooler ocean water would bring in a bite because it was probably about 5 or 6 degrees cooler on the incoming tide. And I'm hooking up like every three casts, then it starts to taper off a little bit, and I'm catching weak fish after weak fish after weak fish, and then I caught one striped bass in the midst of all of these weak fish, and it was like like the same size as the weak fish. All the weak fish were around like 5 to 7 pounds, and this striped
Right.
bass must have been around 8 pounds. And I'm constantly catching them throughout the tide, and then as I'm fighting the fish, I look to the left and I'm like, uh-oh, I'm busted, because I was the only one out there. And here comes the urban angler. And I'm like, uh-oh, you caught me. You caught me. And I'm fighting the fish in. And he was like, what's that? I was like, oh, it's weak fish. And so he goes on the other side of the structure and he
Sure.
starts fishing. And he actually didn't hook up for whatever reason. I don't know why. He was using soft plastics too. But yeah, so it was about, I want to say, I started fishing around like 1:30-ish,
Right.
because that was about an hour after the tide changed.
Okay.
And so I was catching fish from about 1:30 to about 4:30, 5 o'clock,
Right.
and I was exhausted. So he was just getting there like an hour after, like an hour, like an hour before I left. And so I left him, and I gave him, as much advice as I could give him on what I was doing. I even showed him the lures I was using. And the reason why I have this one is because I lost one of these, and it was the only one I had in my bag.
Uh,
So, I thought it was the color that was.
you
really
could have
cool.
called me, Edwin. I would have come down and helped you out. I got the white ones.
Yeah, well, Rick Hernandez heard all about it. He could have told you.
Oh, by the way, Rick Hernandez, I got your lure that Wolf of Rhode Island have given me, and I haven't given it to you. But I'll see you at the Montauk Challenge, maybe sooner, and I'll give it to you. Back to you,
Right.
Edwin.
So,
Sorry.
I lost this in the middle of all the, catching fish and whatnot. And so I
Right.
threw on this one, which is about.
That's the one I have. That's it.
Yeah. This
You
is
stole
Stormer.
it from me.
Stormer makes this one. Stormer makes this one.
Yeah,
But
that's
it's
the
about
one.
it's about a half an ounce heavier.
Yeah.
They market this one at 7/8 ounce, at 7/8 of an ounce.
Right.
Right, but it's not 7/8 of an ounce. When
Mhm.
you actually measure it, it's closer to 2 ounces. It's like 1.75 ounces with all the soft.
Guys, you're
plastic.
getting valuable information here. When you see Stormer puts up 1.5 ounces, you better think of Edwin Rivera, and you better have your scale to test that baby at
Yeah,
home.
I have the box right here.
There you go. Yeah, that's it.
It says 7/8 of an ounce. It's not. It's like 1.75 ounces.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
Stormer, you got to fix up your stuff here. You got to
You know what
explain
it
to
is?
those
They're-
Chinese people when they're making it,
What?
7/8 doesn't mean 1.75 inches. Come on. Guys,
Edwin?
man.
But yeah,
First
no, they
you
probably
spread
do that because that's
COVID,
how much
now
lead
you're
they
trying to
put
get
in
our metric system all messed up. Go ahead, Edwin.
No, they put probably 7/8 of an ounce of lead, and they
Mm,
don't take into account the actual weight of the whole shaft.
right, because they're not fishermen. They don't know.
Right.
They see
I
Jaws
was-
and
I
they're
was
like,
catching
oh,
on it,
they're fishing at Jaws. Go ahead, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
so color didn't matter, and it was just the action they wanted.
Mm.
They wanted the action because after I caught about 10 weak fish, I started experimenting. So I threw out a couple bucktails. They didn't want it. I
Sure.
threw out an SP minnow. They didn't want it. I threw out a darter. They didn't
Sure.
want it. I even threw out a popper. I have a blurple popper that I throw at nighttime. They didn't want it. And then as soon as I switched back to the paddle tail, I was on. I was on again. So that was night one fishing. That was night one because when I go fishing, I don't come home for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days.
Right.
I stay out. So that was night one. I left the Urban Angler. I found out from his report
Sure.
on Facebook that he didn't end up catching anything after I left,
Right.
even though I gave him all the information. But the next day, I actually went out to the Hampton Bays because I wanted to try to catch some albies,
Yeah.
and didn't catch any albies. But the wind changed. So the first night, the wind was like 7 miles an hour, 5 miles an hour,
Sure.
blowing out of the west. So it was a western wind, straight western wind, but it was low. This was the night before a storm. So there was a storm coming the next day, and it was going to be blowing hard, like 17 to like 27
Was that the night you
miles
caught the
an hour.
striper? Stripers that
Huh?
night? Was that night with the stripers?
Just one.
Yeah,
striper.
show them that striper. That's the one.
There was the one
That
strike.
was
Yeah.
no, that was the
Show
little
them that.
one. The little one.
That
the little one.
Oh, the little one? I'm
I'm
sorry.
holding.
We just ruined
The
that
one
one.
I'm holding from
That-
its mouth. That's
the-
the one I caught.
The 60-pounder he's holding right now, that's not it. Hold on.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
was
know if I
about
have
8
that
That's
one.
that little one you just had.
Let's see.
Yeah.
I'm holding
No.
it.
No.
No,
That
that's
one. That one.
this one.
That's what I said. There you go, Edwin.
Yeah, let me see. Oh no, that was second night. That was
Come
the
on,
second night.
Edwin. Just say yes. I don't want to look for
That's
another
the big
striper.
one.
No, I'm kidding.
That's
I'm
the
kidding.
big one.
Is
But
that
that's
the big one
that
or this one?
Oh, the big one.
That
The
one
big
is
one.
big.
Okay, put the big one back,
That's the
honey.
one I caught that night.
Put the
But yeah,
big
out of
one
all
back
those-
on. No, I'm just kidding.
Gotcha.
Out of all those weak fish,
There you go. Now
one-
you're up.
one strike bass in the whole mix.
Yeah.
And I must have caught
But
about
that's a nice
15.
weak fish. What's that, like 20, 25? It
Wait.
looks like that
Uh,
big.
The biggest one
This
was
one?
around 7 pounds.
No. The
7
striped bass that you got, that
Oh,
big one.
that's 15 pounds.
Yeah, that's a nice size fish right there. Put up the weak fish, honey. I want to see the weak fish.
Okay, hold on.
Let's start out with that. That doesn't look good, but when he's holding it, you actually get to see the size of this weak fish. You got a nice weak fish, Edwin.
This
I
one
have the
on
show. I have the
boga?
show on my TV, so I'm looking over to see what you're showing.
Yeah. That's
Gotcha.
all right. That's all right.
Yeah.
It takes a couple of seconds to get the other one where he's holding it.
So that one's
Oh,
on the
yeah.
boga.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a nice one. That one was about 7 pounds.
No, not
was
that
a
one,
big
hon.
And
That's the
I'm by
same one.
myself
That's the
fishing,
same
so
one. You could put that up.
the
You could put
pictures I
that up.
take aren't the best. I put my phone down.
It's
on the
tough,
stand
man. When
with my
you're
bag.
alone, I'm with you all the way.
And-
It's very difficult.
Right, right. But yeah, so the next day, I went to my car, I slept, woke up, got some breakfast, and I went to the Hamptons
Sure.
and I fished out there trying to get some albies.
There's the
And
weak
only
fish. We got
one
you up
albie
right
came
now.
up the whole day,
Yeah.
and it was about the size of this water bottle.
Wow.
That was
Wow.
the only albie that came up,
Wait, you're
and there
not
was
on the
no
screen,
bluefish,
Edwin.
no striped bass, just some fluke. So then
Okay.
now so I went back to the spot at nighttime. But like
Right.
I was saying that that was the biggest one I caught. That one was like 7, 8 pounds.
Put that up, honey. Put that up. I want everybody to see that.
That was a nice one. She fought really hard.
That,
She
you know
fought-
what? For a
and
weak
then my
fish,
drag-
guys, you have to understand that's a nice sized fish, Edwin.
Yeah, and then my drag is loose, so they're fighting extra hard because I'm not trying to rip the hook out of their mouth. So
Right,
it was really
right.
fun. It was really fun. But yeah, so then I decided, I caught fish the night before. I wanted to see if I catch fish again, and because the wind has changed and it changed so dramatically, there was nothing going on. So I tried a couple of other spots in the area. Like I said, this spot I was at, I have about 6 other spots that are like 5-10 minutes driving to get to, and because it was a southwest wind, if you fish on the South Shore, you know that a southwest wind brings tons and tons of sand onto the surf,
Yes.
and it usually will kill a bite. Usually, now if there's presence of bait like sand eels, you can still get on fish with a southwest wind.
The southwest
But-
winds are what we beg on in Montauk, Rivera, Mr. Rivera. I love those winds. And especially if
Yeah.
there's a bite like an eel, let's go get him, baby.
Yeah. Yeah, if there's a sand eel bite and
yeah.
there's a southwest wind, you're in the money. But for the most part, I spoke to other people while I was out there, and they're like they didn't catch anything either. So, but like I said, I'm out for like 3 days. So, I was looking. I have an app I use it. It's called Windy. I don't know if anybody else uses it, but Windy is a great resource because it tells you like what it predicts will be a good time to fish.
Okay.
It'll.
So this is an
tells-
app. It's an app.
Yeah, Windy.
Okay.
Yeah. And also there's like little dots on the screen on your phone,
Okay.
and it'll tell like the dots move in the direction of the wind, so
Oh,
you can get
cool.
a good visual representation of the direction
Wow.
of the wind.
Now that's
Right.
exciting. Let's talk about that for one more second, Edwin.
Yeah, sure.
Let's talk about the app again. What's the name of the app? So if anybody wants
Windy.
it out there. Windy.
Windy, the Windy
Just
app.
Windy, right?
Yep.
Windy.
And it's-
Okay,
it's
we're gonna take a
free.
5-minute break. I'm going to McDonald's. No, I'm kidding. Windy is the name of the app. It'll give you the direction of the wind. You can set right there, right on the beach.
Yep.
Tell you what's going on, right, Edwin?
It tells you a lot of information. It'll tell you wind direction, wind speed, current direction, current speed, and it has it like for day before, day after.
Right.
And then if you pay for the pro version, there's a lot more information that you can get. I don't buy the pro version. I have other apps that I can use
Right.
that are free.
Oh.
But that app, as far as like a visual representation of what's going on, it makes it so crystal clear. Because like if the wind is blowing like past
Sure.
20 miles an hour, it's red.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if it's blowing like really low,
Yeah.
it's bright green, and yellow is in between. So you can see like, wow, the wind is really blowing right now because
Nice.
it's red.
Nice.
And you can really judge what you want to do, where you want to go based off wind.
It's a beautiful thing, and I'm going to tell you something. What you're saying now with that app, I feel now this is an idea of Mr. Poseidon here. Everybody sit down, get your pens out, and get ready. Here it comes. So if we use Edwin's app, the Wind app, and I get a little a radar or sonar that tells us where their fish are, man, we got it made. We're going to be the new 80-pound record holders here. Edwin Rivera and Mr. Poseidon tonight scored together an 88 and a
80-pound bass.
92-pound bass. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the new record holders are in town. Mr. Poseidon, let's go. Okay, enough of that. Edwin, back to you. So that weak fish you caught, put up that weak fish one more time before everybody goes.
How about this one?
Yeah, that one.
think we
So
should.
that's the weak fish you got, right, Edwin? That's like a 7 or 8 pounder, you said?
Yeah, all of them were around like 5 to 7, 8 pounds. like
Nice,
around that.
nice, very nice.
But yeah, so that day I didn't, I went all the way out to the Hamptons and I didn't catch anything. So I came back,
Right.
fished that night, Everything was messed up because of the wind. So I just decided to take it easy. I
Sure.
relaxed. The next day, I went a little closer to home, um, and I fished a little bit, like for daytime bluefish, and maybe some flounder. I didn't catch anything. So then I went. The reason why I brought up the windy app, what I saw was that at night the wind was going to be coming out of the southwest, but then during the day it shifted,
Right.
and it was coming out of the northeast.
Okay,
So
yeah.
the wind
We
came
don't
was
want
coming
those
from
in
this way
Montauk. I'm sorry.
to this way,
Yeah.
right? So it completely switched like a 360, right? And so I'm like, okay, my spot should produce again,
Okay.
right? Because it's protected where I was at. Even though the wind was still like howling at like 20, 19 miles an hour, I was in a protected spot and it
Sure.
should produce. So the high tide the first night, I mean the low tide was 12:30,
Right.
then the next night was 1:30, and
Okay.
then the last night was 2:30, right? But I wanted to fish longer because I didn't fish all day really. I was just talking shit with guys that I know and I
Right.
see out
Right.
there. I was just relaxing. And so I wanted to fish a little harder and try to, get more fish. So I went out there at 1:30, went out an hour before the tide shifted. And so I went down to the same spot and I'm fishing uh the first night I was fishing the left side of the structure because that's the current coming in.
Sure.
So the fish were right behind the structure. So when I first got there, I was fishing the right side of the structure. And again, as soon as I show up, I see the fish bubbling, the slapping. I'm like, oh, it's on again, and I'm excited. I'm
Right.
excited. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I knew they would be here. I
Yeah. Yeah.
planned it,
Yeah. Yeah.
and so I'm casting. I'm casting my baby, and nothing's happening. And I'm like, what's going on? So I decided to switch up, and my favorite bucktails are Jecks.
Okay.
Jecks bucktails.
Okay.
So other than this lure,
Jex, did you
these
say
two
Jex? Let's repeat that and spell that for us, Edwin.
it's Jeck apostrophe S. Jack's bucktails are my favorite,
Got it.
because they come with these hackles, and I don't even tip them. I don't put a trailer on them at all. I just use
Okay.
them until the feathers get chewed off.
Yeah.
Then I'll put
A
a
pork rind.
trailer on. But
Okay.
these two have been my biggest producers, the
Wow.
blurple,
Now,
and this he calls this ghost mackerel.
are you using these at night or at day, Edwin?
Night.
Oh,
Night.
wow, dude. Cool.
And specifically with the ghost mackerel, when this thing swims and these hackles thin out,
Yeah.
it
Yeah, I get
looks
it.
like it looks just like a squid.
Wow.
I mean, identical to a squid. Whenever you pulse
Wow.
it, you
Wow.
see the hackles like bending and going forward like this. It
Sure.
looks just like a squid. This is my favorite one. The
Beautiful.
ghost mackerel, but in close second is the blurple.
Yeah. Yep. Gotta love those burples,
So I
baby.
started throwing this to try to get a bite, and what happened was I hooked a peanut bunker,
Right.
but like easily, like without even trying. I hooked a peanut bunker, and I was like, oh, okay. And then I threw it back. I just took it off the
Sure.
hook
Sure.
and I
Sure.
kept
Sure. Sure.
fishing. And then I hooked up another one, and I'm saying to myself, there's way more bait here
Huh.
tonight
Huh.
than there was the first night I was catching fish here. So what I was doing, so what I keep in my leader wallet, I don't use a sailcloth leader wallet. I
Right.
use
Right.
this Pelican 1010,
10.
101,
Right.
0, whatever you want to call it, this Pelican case, because I feel like you don't always put those Ziplocs on as
Sure.
tight as they can,
Sure.
and sometimes water gets in them,
Yes.
right? This is a waterproof case.
Yeah. Those
So
pelicans
this
are
is
nice. I know those.
Yeah. So what I always keep, always keep in my leader wallet is this, a naked hook.
Ah, there you go. I always
It
keep
is
them too.
always in there.
Uh-huh.
Always in there.
There you go.
I never use it, but it's always in there, just in case. So what I was doing was uh I was using my bucktail to hook the peanut bunker, and as I got the peanut bunker in, I was hooking them on the naked hook
Ah,
and
there you
casting
go.
them out, live lining them.
Beautiful.
And as soon as I did that, I started hooking up again.
Yep.
hooking up again.
Yep.
And and it was real, like there was so much bait that it took no effort to hook. You might want to snag, make your life easier to snag these peanut bunker, but there was so much peanut bunker around that I had no issue catching them on a single hook bucktail. And I just kept hooking them and like getting them in, and I have like the bucktail right here.
Sure,
I
sure.
take it off, take the peanut bunker off, and I had it in my leader pocket. I mean, in my jacket pocket.
I love
So I
these
take the
stories.
hook out, put the hook on, put the peanut bunker on, and I hook it through the mouth and out the nose, right? And I just kept casting it out, and because as you can see, it's a circle hook,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
There's no setting the hook on this, right? Because just in case there's striped bass around, I don't want to break any laws. What I was doing was I was holding my rod tip high, and every time I felt like any weight, I would drop my tip. And then as soon as I felt weight again, then I start reeling slowly, and I was on.
Go
And it
on,
was every
bang,
cast,
bang, bang, bang.
every cast.
That was like
Right.
me when I went to Massachusetts, Ed, with the mackerel. I mean, I was getting with the lures, but as soon as I put on the ceviche rig, and I got a couple. Yeah, right, the ceviche rig. Right, and I put on the ceviche rig, and I got a couple of fish, and like John Francisconi put up that match the batch, not the hatch, match the batch is what I say.
Right.
But thanks for that, Johnny. I love you, baby. But going back to that is I was snagging the mackerel, and as soon as I was putting them on that single hook, because I'm like you, I carry singles all the time. In my leader bag, you'll see I have two with me all the time. And as soon as I put it on, I was banging out pretty good stuff, man. You ever try one, Danny? They're so good, man. But that's a ceviche, not the rig. Not the rig part.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, I was catching fish, and I hear you on that. All right, guys, we're going to take a 3-minute recess. Edwin, feel free to do what you want to do. I'm going to let everybody know what their prize is that they can win at the end of the show. So we'll be right back to Edwin, and other than that, let's get to the prizes right now, what you guys are going to win at the end of the show. So basically right here we have a, let's start off here with the Striper Main-iac. See the iac right there? Iac. So Striper Main-iac, and this is an awesome lure, guys. Check it out. Nice little lure there. You can pop this out as far as you want. Gorgeous plug. It's made in the USA. It's got VMC hooks on there. It's got Spro rings. This is a top-of-the-line plug. Custom rods, plugs, and flies. That's Striper Main-iac at yahoo.com. We'll leave a link on the bottom of this video with these guys. I like this stuff. They make good stuff. Nice solid lure there. Okay, let's get on over. Mad Mantic's Tackle Works. Look at the size of this popper, man. Look at the size of this thing. This is awesome. This is what you want to be throwing out. These hooks are, I don't know what they are. It says, doesn't say much. But other than that, they look like pretty sturdy hooks. They're pretty thick, heavy in the grams, I'll tell you that. But other than that, Mad Mantis Tackle Works, thank you for that. And let's get over to Al Gags Whippet Fish 5-inch. These look like the Wonder Bread sort of style with the glitter in them. These are great, guys. These are going to catch you fish. You heard what Edwin said a little while ago. He used the 5-inch. Here they are right here, but in the Wonder Bread style with a little bit of a glitter in there. That's the replacement tails, not the jig head, guys. So there you go. One guy's going to win these tonight. This is nice stuff here. You're looking at about $70 worth of stuff at least. At least. Oh, yeah, right, Mr. Poseidon. Go buy a Main Striper. Go buy a Mad Mantis Works. Go buy these. About $70 here. It's a nice little prize for anybody to win. Look, I like my subscribers. I like my followers. I'm not in love with anybody but my wife. Well, maybe Edwin a little bit, but other than my wife. And I got to tell you guys, I always want the best for you guys. I met a lot of my subscribers on here. Jason Palmetier up in Massachusetts. I can't thank you enough for the few times he took me fishing this year. We got on some big fish together for Bruce Bain in Rhode Island. That's the Wolf of Rhode Island also out there. These guys take me with them. I catch fish with them. They are dynamite guys. They've helped me out a lot. Let's even get up to Maine where we talk about the red top. What's that, Sporting Goods?
Yeah.
Red Top Sporting Goods. They hooked me up. That's where I got the striper lure from. I bought this up in Maine, by the way. And I had a great time up there. Just wonderful times meeting great people. My subscribers, I love you to death. I really do. I feel like you guys are my kids. We never had kids, all right? We couldn't have kids, right, honey? What did I almost do to that doctor after we went for our 7th time in a row? Almost got the cops. They called the cops on me, everything.
No sad stories.
He promised he wouldn't press charges on me because I choked him behind the table after he made a joke after the 7th time trying. But I jumped over the table, choked him a little bit. He pressed charges. He called the cops. So when the cop came, he said, hey, listen, this is what we'll do. If you say I'm sorry to him, he says he'll drop everything. So I went inside, I said sorry, and I said, listen, next time this happens, don't make a joke to the guy who just spent fucking 70 grand with you. Excuse my language. I'm sorry about that. That is the first official curse from Mr. Poseidon's mouth, and I think he deserves that. And going back to what I'm saying, that's why I consider all you guys my kids, and I want to do the best for you guys. I really do. I want to do the best for you guys. I try hard. Everything I give away is not crap. Never. Right, honey? Tell them.
Right.
Is that it? Just right?
Danny Morales is just letting you know, Mad Mantis started off as a tuna guy and came into the smaller fish area.
Now, you know what? I'm going to tell you something, Danny.
Yeah?
Let's go to the overhead. You're right. Look at the wide opening of this popper here. This is what you would use in the tuna world, something large like this. And yes, I believe you, Danny, 100%. Just by what you said right there. This is engineering fishing here, guys. We are the best. There is nobody better. So, how are you going to win these lures? If you had a comment on the bottom of last week's live stream, then you're in. We're going to run the comment picker in just a little while after we speak to Edwin a little while. But before we do that, let's go down to the bottom again, honey. NorCal Cat. Hey, and late fellas was doing epoxy, trying to get some plugs done before I leave next week. Also, I want you guys to know NorCal Cat will be in Montauk next week for the Poseidon Challenge. He will be going after that big buck prize. This guy's a dynamite fisherman in California, makes dynamite plugs. You got a 15-month waiting list. I just got mine delivered the other day. I got 2 plugs that were delivered to me, and also I want to say, he donated 4 plugs that we're going to be giving away at the Montauk Challenge. 4 plugs he donated. Oh, my goodness. I love it. They're all darters. They're ready to go for Montauk. He'll be out there. He'll have product on him also if you're interested, guys. So keep that in mind. But thank you, Orlando, for everything you've ever done. Orlando will be there. He will be giving a bit of his chat. And he will be looking for you guys to asking him questions. Get to meet Orlando, NorCal Cat. Thank you so much, brother. Demon Daughters, my brother, all the way. Bang, right there, my brother. All right, so.
There's Tom Houde.
Yeah, Tom Houde, what's up, buddy? How you doing, baby? Yeah, Tommy. Trial Breaker, what up? Yes, Orlando is the man. I know that. No doubt about it. That's why he will be at the Montauk Challenge. Okay.
Who was it? I think Mario was asking Edwin. Edwin, did you keep any weak fish? Heard they're good eats.
There you go.
Yeah, I kept one, but I didn't eat it. I have a neighbor that I give fish to. He has a garden, so he gives me tomatoes and cucumbers, and I give him fish. You know, like old school bartering and trading. So I gave him, and he gave me the report on it, and he said it was one of the best fish he ever had in his life.
Wow.
So he's definitely right about that.
Well, I've had weak fish before. I have eaten weak fish before, and I will tell you, it is good. It's good tasting. Look, if you like fish and you like to eat it, it's good. Remember, just follow the laws, guys. Catch and release is what I like to do. Every once in a while, you might be going for a fish with live bait. He might swallow the whole hook. It's up to you what you want to do, but I'm going to tell you, I will not allow a fish to swim away dead or to die in the water. I won't let that happen ever. Other than that, I am a catch and release guy. I always catch and release. The most satisfying part for me is the release part. Edwin, would you agree with me on that?
Yeah, I love it. I keep 1 striped bass a year.
Right.
And maybe like 2 fluke and something else.
Right,
like black
right.
sea bass. And like and a really important part of the story that I left out is I never caught weak fish before in my life.
Oh.
I never caught weak fish before, and then I had 2 days. I
Yeah.
call it. I dubbed it the weekday weak fish bonanza. I
I'm,
must have caught about 40 or 50 weak fish in those two
wow,
days. It was
dude, my
amazing.
goodness. Yeah, I'm
It was
seeing
amazing.
here North
Oh,
Carol
fun.
Cat. He wrote Demon Daughters, and then Jason Palmetier answered, and he will have free samples for everybody. No, there won't be any free samples. But other than that, I like that joke. That was funny.
Yeah, I'm gonna be stalking Orlando when he comes
Oh
out
yeah,
here.
everybody's
I'm gonna be
stalking
hunting
him.
him down. I want one of those demon daughters.
He's gonna be getting knocks on his door 2 a.m. Listen, I lost my daughter. Do you have one for sale? I'm gonna go. Yeah, no problem, buddy. No problem. Wake him up anytime. We're only there for 3 days. No problem.
There'd be very little sleeping going on.
Yeah, a little less
No.
sleeping. Yeah, no doubt. Danny D. Morales writes, weak fish is a button down here in Red Hook, Brooklyn. Anybody know anything about that? Hey,
It's
how you doing?
abundant in Brooklyn. Red Hook, Brooklyn.
All right, honey, you want to put up the phone number? We can have some call-ins.
The phone number is up at the top
Oh, there you
right
go.
of the screen.
Guys, call up that number right now. Here,
In case
honey.
anybody wants
I'm going to put this on right here.
say hello or ask or chat with Edwin.
Yeah, okay, I'm
Yeah.
putting it on.
And in the meantime, I'll just wrapping up the story.
Yeah, tell me.
So, as I said, I was on the right side of the structure, so I was catching on the live lining, but every now and again I would hook one up on the bucktail. But then, as soon as the current stopped and started moving the other direction, I went to the left side of the structure, and I had the bucktail on, and I just left it on, and I was catching on it for some reason. So I didn't need to live line the peanuts anymore. And then that's when I caught that 15-pound striped bass. I caught it on this same bucktail right here. It's a 3/4 ounce Jeck's bucktail. I caught it on this one right here. And like I said before, I had my drag loose. So when I hooked into this thing pulled drag like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah, right,
I'm
right.
I'm like, this is different.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is different. This is huge. This is a huge weak fish.
Yeah.
And as I'm fighting, getting it in, I saw that it was a bass, and I saw it was a nice sized bass.
Sure.
So I dragged it up onto the beach and unhooked it and took a quick video, and released it right away. Swam off strong.
Right.
But it was a nice treat. I'm catching weak fish all night, and then all of a sudden, like a boom, a big bass shows up. I'm like, wow.
How about
that kind of like put the cherry on top.
What was that,
Nice.
Ro?
Carl Newman asking Edwin, what setup were you using?
Rod
What
and reel,
and reel,
et cetera.
etc.
Okay, I was using my Mr. Poseidon VSB 200 and my 11-foot ODM Genesis,
Nice.
rated 3/4 to 4 ounces, and
Beautiful.
I had 50-pound braid on,
Way to go.
and I was using 40-pound leader.
Hey, guys, listen to me carefully. There's a number up there. I understand some of you don't want to make donations, and I get it. But at least you can make a phone call and ask Edwin some questions here for me. Let's go. I mean, usually...
So they could ask in the chat.
They could,
I'm the
but
caller. I'm the one that calls.
Yeah, I know. Nobody else
I
calls.
know
Come
somebody
on.
was saying,
Get that number
gonna
used,
call
man.
in?
Is anybody calling, honey, or what? Call the number, guys. I want to get a caller on here. Hey, please, call the number. Hey, listen, for you guys out there that are listening the first time, please subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram, for the latest. On YouTube, I'm always punching up videos. Hopefully, I'll get on some fish this week, and we'll make some new videos for Montauk. I love Montauk. Can't meet my friend Buddy out there, Chaz. He'll be in the surf challenge also, the Montauk 3-day Montauk challenge. I know Edwin knows who I'm talking about. Chaz is a local out there in Montauk, dynamite guy. Also, we're going to have River Keeper out there. River Keeper, he's going to be out there also. He's going to be doing some drawings out there, some little giveaways, and he's going to have the first prize trophy all drawn up. We're going to have that on display. Can't wait to see it. Look at Danny D. Morales, honey.
oh man, Danny. Thanks, Danny.
Danny, thank you.
so
Thank you so much, man. You're always a good guy, Danny. You've made quite a few donations to my show, and I appreciate it. Who's calling, honey? Go ahead. Take it. I got this off
Miss
here.
Kevin.
You missed who? Kevin, call back. Danny, thank you so much again. I want to let you know everything that you do, man. I appreciate it. I know you're always giving us donations. You're always here pretty much every week. Thank you so much. Kevin, call back, buddy. Give another call back. Hold on. We're getting Kevin Maltozo, the cow pass.
Nice.
Yeah. My wife missed it.
He's a beast. I follow him on Instagram.
Oh, yeah, the man.
He really is the cow bass man.
Oh,
He
yeah,
catches
without
lot of
a
big
doubt.
fish.
Nobody else. Period. You got it, honey? Oh, yeah. How you doing?
Mr. Poseidon, no yawning allowed. Take another drink of that pineapple.
I know, man. You're right. Oh, my goodness. And you know what the best thing is tonight, Edwin? That I am actually... Wait, also Orlando's calling. Okay. You got him? Are we on?
Kevin's on now.
Kevin.
Yo, Mr. P.
Yeah, Kevin the cow bass, man. What's up, buddy? How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good, man. Wonderful. I'm glad you called up. Always a staple on my show. I know, Kevin, you got your delivery this week. It was about 9 weeks late, I think. It's when we finally realized. We're like, whose is this stuff? And I'm like, oh, my goodness, that's Kevin Maltozo's. That was last year. He won that prize. But anyway, we took care of you, Kevin. We sent it out. I know you got it. Thank you for posting your son with the cap on there. That was real nice of you. Little Cowbass Jr. So, Kevin, what's been going on by you? Because I want to know before we get back to Edwin Rivera, what's been going on by you over there, buddy?
Cowfest.
Cow what?
Cowfest?
Cowfest.
There's no fish under 30 pounds.
Yeah, I believe you, buddy. I believe you. It's like, last year at this time, Kevin, you know what's going on in Long Island, too. They've been blowing up. Yesterday in Montauk, I haven't had a story like that in 10 years, dude. These guys were blowing out fish from the 20s to the 30s to the 40s to the 50s, dude. It was incredible.
Can you post these pictures right now? Let me show you what they...
I can't. You're talking about you? You have pictures?
No, these are my buddies, right? A quarter mile off the shore.
Yeah. Can you put it on the phone, honey? If you could put it on the phone, I'll put it on my camera.
I don't know. Let me see.
Let me see. Hold on, Kevin. Post it.
I just put it. I just sent it.
Hold on. Let me see, honey.
You have to.
Oh yeah, I got it. Yeah, this is a nice fish, Kevin. Hold on. Let's put that on the screen. Can you guys see this a little bit? Wait, let's put it on the overhead. That'll be better. You'll see it. There we go. Yeah. Look at that shot, guys, on the over. Look at that size of that fish. Who is this guy? It says Salty Fly on there.
That's Stephen Burns.
Okay.
And the other guy is Frankie Z, the Z-Man.
Hold on. Let me get the Z-Man. There's the Z-Man. Hold on. Okay, let me get that. Let's just get that. I can't get it going, honey. Why can't I?
Yeah, it's blurry.
Nice,
There it goes. Now I got him. Oh, yeah. There we go. Z-Man. Oh, once again, I ruined it. There we go. Okay.
A little bit back further. Perfect.
Yeah, right there. There you go. The Z-Man. That's a nice fish, dude.
45 pounds.
Wow.
And the other one,
Very fat.
51.
61, you said?
Do the next picture. I sent you two.
Yeah. That one. The one he's on the boat?
51 pounds. And you see behind for its spot. Don't tell anyone.
No, I won't tell anybody, Kevin. Don't worry about it. You know me. Yeah.
That's
Amazing.
where they are.
Amazing.
The biomass prices are there, and it's all bunker for like 10 miles long.
It's amazing, man. It's amazing. I always say to myself, Kevin, I say, how do these fish, where do they get all this food from? Well, there's your answer. 10 miles of bunker right there. That's more than anybody can ever eat in their whole lifetime. But other than that, Kevin, I'm glad you came on the show. I'm glad you're going to ask Edwin some questions. But go ahead, ask Kevin a question. You guys are on right now. It's all you.
Wait, I don't know what to ask. What do I...
You can ask him whatever you want. You can ask him, how'd you catch that weak fish? Well, you were catching 50-pound striped bass.
Hey, Edwin, how is that unicorn? While I was staring at my
amazing.
friend catching 50-pound fish from the shoreline.
It's all right.
Right.
You know, as long as my rod is bent, I'm happy.
There you go, buddy. That's a good one. No doubt about it.
I look at it 100% like that. You know, I love my catch fish, and I just hope and that I'm going to get that chance. Right now, I'm just they're not there. They're right in front of me, but I'm not getting any opportunities.
Yeah, you will. You will, Kevin. They're always there. They got to go around that turn sooner or later, bro, and you're right there waiting for them, no doubt.
Yeah,
and like I said, I never caught any before, so you know, to have a couple of days like that and catch so many of them, you know, it was amazing for me. You know, when I reeled in my first one, and I saw those yellow fins, I couldn't believe it. I was so excited.
Right.
Oh, they're beautiful. Week fishing is great. Week fishing is a lot of fun. I think,
bro. I had a picture where I took a picture of a weak fish that was laying down on the beach, and I think that was a really beautiful picture. If you could pull that up.
Yeah.
The weak fish on the beach, honey, that he had
This
laying
one
down.
here?
Yeah, that one. Beautiful. That is a nice picture, Edwin. Love that. Love that.
Edwin,
Right?
what are they fishing on?
Peanut bunker.
Perfect. Throw on this is when they come in by me. I always throw those pink plastics, whatever it is. It Riptide, Kettle Creek.
Mm-hmm.
They always put that pink.
Right.
Yeah, well,
With like a
I was
quarter
using
ounce.
this, so it's pretty close. You know, it's purple. So I was using this, so you know, it was.
Yeah, they're a
Right.
lot of fun. We don't get them by me. We get them every 7 years. They come in,
Wow.
but that's about it.
Wow, wow, wow. I love the way Kevin knows his spot to the T, bro. I love it. He knows right away. Yes, every 7 years. That's cool, bro. I love it.
Yeah.
You know
He
that
said the
man's
cowman
been fishing the
for
spot.
no reason.
Yep. No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
But what I do,
Go ahead.
I'm staring outside of my window, and we're watching the Mr. P show. We're not fishing.
And you know what? If the Mr. P show wasn't happening tonight, Kevin, I'm being honest. I was going fishing tonight, man. I have off tomorrow, so I'm sleeping tonight. I'll be going fishing tomorrow. I'm going to try some spots in Long Island. But as Mr. P knows all his life, Mr. P hears all the action. Then he gets out there, and there's no Mr. P fish for him at all. None.
Oh.
So I'm hoping a little luck.
happens.
Maybe I can come on one fish. You know, it was the full moon. The winds were in everybody's face, I heard. Everybody was catching fish. Let's see what happens. I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to head out now to Long Island tomorrow for a few days to see what's up.
Well, I know yesterday morning Montauk went off.
Yeah, Kevin. Oh, they went
Yeah.
off in the morning and at night, buddy.
Oh, at night too. I know in the morning there was a couple big 40-pounders.
That's correct. That's correct, buddy. Please, my mouth is watering because I'm very close to there. And Edwin's going to be right there on the back of my bumper riding all the way with me. Right, Edwin?
Absolutely.
It's a
Well,
beautiful-
I can give one tip. Sandy Hook is right off the beach is holding 40 and 50-pounders.
That's correct. I got reports from there, too.
They just started the dredging today, so it's over.
Oh, shoot. Kevin,
Yeah.
I know you're a middle week guy off, so you're invited to come out with us for the day. Come on out, spend the day with us, do some fishing, because I know you fished Montauk before. I mean, I know you like fishing your area there, but come on out, bro. We're actually catching fish right now, finally, and I think it would be a good time if you came out with us.
Maybe we'll see. We'll see. I am off.
I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you tomorrow just to find out if you make it. All you got to do is make half the ride to my house, and I got you the rest of the way, baby. I got some nice cushion comforts for your pushy to sit back and relax for that long ride out to Montauk.
Well, the marathon starts after work tomorrow, so maybe I'll meet you out there for the Tuesday morning.
Okay, it sounds like a plan, bro. I'm gonna call you tomorrow, no matter what.
Thanks
Anyway,
for calling in,
yeah.
Kevin.
Thank you,
Have
Kevin.
A good night. See you
No
soon.
problem. Good night. I'm
Yeah.
going to sleep.
Thank
Sounds
you, Kevin.
good.
Give Gio a nice little kiss for us on the cheek there, buddy. Thank you.
I will.
Night.
keep it rocking, brother.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you, man. I love your Instagram.
Thank
Cool.
you. I talk to you. Good night.
Good night,
Night.
Kevin. Thank you, buddy. All right, so what
let's
time is
see.
it? It's getting a little late. It's 8:16. Let's do the raffles right now for these guys right here. We're going to end it slowly. Edwin, you're on here
Joe
too.
Albanese was saying where to buy Jeck's bucktails.
Where to buy Jeck's bucktails?
I know the Saltwater Edge carries them in Rhode Island. I know
Saltwater Edge.
that Saltwater's Bait and Tackle on Long Island carries them. But me personally, I hit them up directly on Facebook.
And there it is. There it is. Mr. Poseidon's got it posted for you right there. The Saltwater Edge, Newport, Rhode Island. It's a beautiful thing. What's on this side? Good luck to those who join tight lines. Jose, the Saltwater Edge. All right, so.
Well, Joe Albanese is saying he just tried to buy Jeck's bucktails,
But they're unavailable.
Unavailable. Wow.
Well, like I said,
Yeah.
hit them up directly.
Yeah,
That's what I do.
God.
there you go.
You'll make the colors and sizes that you want. My last order was probably like around $200.
Yeah, I don't blame you, Edwin. I spend money too. We all do. We love our lures, man. All right, so honey, you want to put up the comment pickup from last week?
Oh,
Comments. Okay, somebody's gonna win a nice package here. Stripe and Maine, Main-iac. That is Mad Mantis, Tackle Words, a beautiful popper, guys. This is gorgeous, gorgeous popper. And then obviously you got Al Gags, the Whippet, the replacement tails. It's your job to get the jig head of your liking, whether you're fishing on a beach, whether you're fishing on a inlet, whether you're fishing on a jetty. It's all different to what the current is and what size jig head you'll be needing. So, guys, are you ready? Are you ready, honey?
I'm setting it up.
Okay, setting up. My wife is setting it up right now. She's setting it up. Let's put on some music while my wife is setting it up. Oh, Edwin, I'm tired, man. But you know what? I have
You're
off tonight.
tired.
I don't got to go to work. Usually after the show, I'll get 2 hours of sleep, and then I'll get up and I'm off to work. But tonight, I'm sleeping right through, right, baby? Not before we go to Wendy's tonight. Yeah, boy, I can't wait to Wendy's. I'm so hungry. Okay, I'm just kidding.
All right. So.
Okay, so we're going to be running the wheel tonight. And
All right.
you got to set it up. You got to put that together with it and then put it on. All right, so here we go. We're going to be running the wheel, and let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, put it up on the, okay, pick another, yeah. Okay.
I should have set it up earlier. I'm so sorry.
Okay, yeah, you should have.
Hey, be nice to Ro.
Yeah, I know, I try, man, I try, but, okay, anyway. Yes. Okay, here we go. You got it now, right? All right, so put it up. Put it up. Just put up the thing so it could show on the
I
corner.
gotta change the screen now to
Yeah,
this
there you
one.
go.
Sorry, we're gonna take
Uh-huh.
off. Okay.
Okay, put it up, and then we'll go from there. Okay,
Ready, go.
go.
Here we go.
And the winner is... Pop it. There it
Hey.
is! Tommy Houde. Tom Houde. You are the winner of the Striper Main-iac. Tom, I hope you're out there tonight. Tom, I hope you're out there. You're going to get the 10-second countdown.
I feel like we were looking for Tom Houde another time too.
Okay, so 10, 9, 8, 7. You only get a 10-second countdown here. 6, 5, 4.
Tom Houde is here.
Tommy Houde, you win, baby. All right, listen. Welcome once again to everybody. Goodbye again to everybody. Hey, Edwin, thank you so much for being on tonight, my brother. You are the man.
No problem.
To all
no
the
problem.
guys who donated tonight, Jim,
you.
Ocean State, Bass Fishing. There was also, who was also tonight, honey?
Rick Hernandez.
Rick Hernandez and also Danny
Danny
D. Morales.
Morales.
Thank you for your donations, guys. We always appreciate them. It's going to help us keep going on the show.
Helps keep the
Please
lights on.
understand that I put a lot into this for you guys. I love you guys. Subscribe and follow me. Other than that, thank you, Edwin Rivera, on the last-minute call. You came onto the show. We got to hear the weak fish story. Thank you so much. Thank you for everybody showing up. The Montauk Challenge is happening. Go to Eventbrite.
Search Mr. Poseidon.
Search Mr. Poseidon and see the rules and regulations and register. It's going to be a great time. I can't wait to meet everybody. Go ahead, Edwin.
And one last thing, I just want to thank you so much for throwing this tournament. It's probably like I haven't been this excited for a fishing tournament ever.
Yeah, thank you.
You know, you're really throwing a great shindig.
Can't wait.
And just a shout out, you know, Rick Hernandez,
Absolutely.
Mario Gandini, Oscar Labrea, Adrian Ayala, John Francisconi, and all the other people from the Mr. Poseidon show that I've met.
And let's not forget about WR. Thank you, WR.
Thanks, WR.
Woo! Let's go, Edwin. See you soon, buddy. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Edwin.
Yeah, boy.
Bye.
Night, everybody.
Yeah.